I was gonna record in my room. I am, but I'm gonna be recording in there. There's people right out that door that I know, and here I go. We're gonna try to get this video done as quick as possible. For those of y'all that don't know me, obviously I'm in the army. No, I didn't just put this on just for the video. Y'all look right here. So this says William Cologne, that's me, is awarded the bronze-covered Norwegian foot march badge. So if you read the title, this video is going to be all about the Norwegian Ruck March. All right, the Norwegian Ruck March is a ruck that is 18.6 miles long, which is a lot, with a 24.25 pound ruck. Not only do you have to do 18 miles of rucking with 25 pounds, you also have to complete it under a certain amount of time, which is 4 hours and 30 minutes. To some of y'all, that might seem realistic. To people that are experienced in rucking, you will realize that that is a lot. For most of y'all that are interested in the foot march, it is achievable. You can complete the Norwegian Ruck March under 4 hours and 30 minutes. Now this is for men. The time limit is actually a lot more for women. For women, it's, depending on age, it's 5 hours and 30 minutes, which is, you know, a lot more time. However, it does take some practice. I only know a couple of people that have done it without practice. People that I've seen that have done it without practice are like 6'3", 6'4". Now, I'm probably talking to people that are probably 5'8", 5'11", whatever. But for those of y'all that are short, I am 5'5.5". I have an obvious disadvantage with this ruck. Not only that, I've only had 1 month to prepare for this ruck. Now that might seem like a lot of time, but to experienced ruckers, you need to do a slow build-up when it comes to rucks that long, because it is a lot of stress on your joints. That's the main thing. If you are athletic enough to do this, just know you will most likely be in pain after this ruck, or during, before. It's gonna hurt regardless. I want to let y'all know exactly how I completed the ruck and how I trained for it under a month. The reason why I had only a month to train is because my leadership did not tell me about it. So I want to be the one to prepare y'all in case your leadership doesn't tell you. You can practice for this ruck. It is very hard and it is not recommended. Like, a lot of people recommend you practice a couple months out, so it's ideal to do it long before. But you're fine. Like I said, it's a Norwegian Ruck March. It's one march, okay? I just want to give y'all the realistic statistics. This is the official list of all the people that have participated in the Norwegian Ruck March in Kansas. As you can see, there's 266 participants, 249 finishers, and these are the people that have actually completed the ruck and passed. If you look at these numbers, and if you look at all the participants versus the people that actually passed, remember, the finishers didn't all pass. On average, at least for this one, for this ruck, 50% of all the people that paid money to do this ruck have passed. 50% out of 266. Whatever half that is, that's how many people passed it. There were tall people that failed, there were short people that failed, all types of people that failed. I want to show y'all the times and all that, because look, 4 hours 20. Hold on. He actually passed. As you can see, this person, William, we actually have the same name. That's funny. He completed the ruck under 4 hours 44 minutes. So what that means is this guy rucked for 18 miles and failed the ruck, and failed it by 10 minutes. I say that to say he had to have known when he was approaching the end that he wasn't going to make the time. To show you guys that this is not a joke, there is no catching up, really. unless you're like built like that, unless you're really tall, have long legs, and are really athletic, it's very hard. So like, it's one of those things where you have to constantly push yourself throughout the whole 18 miles. This is what makes it interesting, is when's the last time you've done something for 4 hours straight physically? It's something different from anything people have done. There's nothing to compare it to, is what I'm saying. Let's just get into how exactly I passed it, okay? If you are pressed for time, if you don't have a lot of time to practice, this will help you pass it in 1 month. I don't know how people pass it in 2 weeks, but I think that if you're kind of athletic, you can get it under 2 weeks, but that is not recommended. It's not. Anyways, week 1, you're not prepped at all. Your body isn't ready to ruck 18 miles. So what you're gonna do is 1/3 of that ruck, which is 6 miles. Yes, that's a lot. However, anyone can do 6 miles. Most people, especially in the army, can ruck 6 miles. Now here's where it gets tricky and exhausting. The ruck weight, you're going to put about 50 pounds in your ruck. Now here's the thing, that's a lot. It doesn't sound like a lot, but when you put that ruck on, put 50 pounds in that thing, it's heavy, bro. One thing you want to pick is a route. So for me, 6 miles, there's a PX about 4 miles out. So what I did was I rucked 3 miles towards the PX. As soon as I hit 3 miles, I rucked back. That would have made my 6 miles. I did that because after your ruck, you don't want to continue rucking. After that, you want to be done. Pick your start point halfway. You should be halfway with your ruck, and then the other halfway you should be home. But yeah, so that's week 1. You want to do 6 miles, 50 pounds. After that ruck, you're going to be really exhausted. You're going to realize the importance of hydrating and eating before, which is really important. You're gonna feel really sore, obviously. You might have some blisters. For me personally, I didn't have any blisters because my feet were kind of accustomed to the ruck. My knees, they were really hurting. My knees, since the weight is so much, my traps were burning. Like after that, it was burning for probably like a week. Your main concern after that probably gonna be your joints, mostly your knees. My knees were sore for a whole week. The bad thing about that, it's hard to, at least for me, it was hard for me to squat. Like if I needed to pick something up, I could not pick that shit up. Thankfully, I had someone to help me out with that. This is week 2, right? Week 2, instead of 6 miles, you're gonna double it. You're gonna do 12 miles. The good side of this is you're gonna not do 50 pounds. You're gonna do 35 pounds. When you start that ruck, you're gonna be thinking, yeah, this is a lot of miles, but it feels a lot better because I'm rucking with a lot less weight. Obviously, you know where this is going. Week 3, me personally, I think most of y'all can do this. You're going to do 18.6 miles. Here's the thing, when you are practicing, you don't have to do it for a certain amount of time. So for example, on week 3, when I was practicing, I did 18.6 miles. I completed it under 5 hours and about 5 minutes. For men, at least my age, I would have failed if I would have done that during the actual ruck. Okay, so you need 4 hours and 30 minutes to pass. However, I was not worried because that was just practice. Look, the thing about practice is a lot of y'all might be fit and athletic. The main thing you want to prep for is your joints. The constant impact on your knees, on your feet, your ankles, your calves. You want to get your body used to that. The good thing about this, yeah, I did it with 25 pounds, just like the actual ruck. If you can do 18 miles, you can do another 18 miles for the actual ruck. Week 3 is really important. When you do that ruck, obviously make sure you're hydrated, make sure you have snacks. You want to make sure you get as much rest as possible. The last week will just be resting. Thank God, because 18 miles is no joke. 18 miles with 10 pounds is no joke. All right, so at that point, I was really sore. My ankles, for some reason, like I have sensitive feet, but they were fine. So like my knees were in pain though. Oh, also my groin, but I'll get into that. I just want to talk about something real quick. Like I said, week 1, 6 miles, 50 pounds. Week 2, 35 pounds, 12 miles. Week 3, full out, 18.6 miles. 18.6 miles, 25 pounds. Now that we've gotten into the actual practice, I want to tell y'all exactly what to expect for this ruck. Now, everyone is different. Everyone feels pain different. Everyone processes pain mentally in a different way. Generally speaking, for most people, this is how we're all gonna feel. I want to give y'all a rundown on the Norwegian Ruck March as if you were actually experiencing it. I tracked it on my Apple Watch. I'm gonna show it on the screen. So this here shows all of my splits, which is very important to note. Generally speaking, you want to complete each of your miles under 14 hours and 30 minutes. To a regular person, that might not seem like a lot of time because you're only rucking 25 pounds. So a 14-minute 30 mile, doing a mile under 14 minutes is pretty easy for most people. And it is easy. It's easy for like the first 4 miles, bro. After the first 4 miles, this is where I kind of fucked up. I ran for 4 miles. Here's the rundown of, as you can see with the pace, it got really good, and then towards the middle, it kind of like fluctuated, and then towards the end, I just lost some of the pace. Mile 1, 10:47, that's really good. 11:45. Mile 3, 12:27, 13:02, 13:23, 13:42. Remember, under 14 hours, 30 minutes, you are fine. Mile 7, 14:30 exactly. That's crazy. That was crazy. And then mile 8, 13:44. Mile 9, 15:07. So one thing you don't want to do is take a break. If you are not super ahead, do not take a break, because I promise you, the further you get into it, you're gonna feel tired the whole time. It's your body tricking you. Your body's gonna tell you, hey, you can take a break. You've done a lot of work. It's gonna feel worse if you take a break and then you try to speed up again. I would tell myself mentally, okay, I will run from this distance to this distance. Just find distances for yourself that you could run, and then walk a small distance and then keep running, because you're gonna want to rest a little bit, but you're not gonna want to. It's kind of like an active recovery. Even when you're walking, you're gonna be fast walking until you are absolutely sure. To be absolutely sure, you're gonna want to be around like mile 16. All right, for me, there was never a point where I was absolutely sure that I could take a break. As you can see, those are the mile splits. They all look pretty decent. Obviously, towards the end, I was really feeling it. I want to tell you guys exactly where I started to feel it. So around mile 14 or 15, I really felt it, because when you're mile 14 and you have like 4 miles left, it's not exactly like doing the first miles of the ruck. It's like the exact opposite. During the first 4 miles of the ruck, you're like, okay, let's get this out the way, because yes, this is a lot of distance, but it's easy at the beginning. Just get out the way and you have a chunk of your ruck done. The last 4 is really where I came to terms with the pain, and I thought to myself, there's no other way I can reward myself except with drinking water, giving myself little small walk breaks or whatever. Around mile 14, 15 is when you're going to want to really slow down. I'm telling you to not think like that, bro, because around mile 14 or 15, I thought to myself I could slow down, but thankfully something told me to just, even if you think you can slow down, just keep going until you see the finish line. If it weren't for me thinking to myself like, just fuck it, I wouldn't have passed. At that point, you embraced the suck, as people say, which basically means like, this shit, there's no way around it. This literally sucks. It's gonna be like that until it's over. And it sucks to say, you wanna be real with yourself and just get that shit over with. It's one day, all right? So yeah, that's how you pass the ruck. I want to tell you guys a little bit of important advice. 24 hours before the ruck, you want to hydrate. Now, most people just drink water, obviously. Me personally, I drink a gallon of water. In order to hydrate for an event, you're supposed to hydrate 24 hours prior. So let's say the event is an hour from now. If you're trying to drink an hour prior to whatever you're trying to hydrate for, that's not enough time. Whatever water you drink now, that is for 24 hours from now, if that makes sense. Obviously, you want to pack water with your ruck, put like a Camelback, attach it to the side, and you should be good. Pace yourself. There's aid stations, so they're gonna be after every couple of miles they'll give you like water or snacks, whatever. Also, me personally, I had a flick on my body while I was doing the ruck, and I just carry snacks in my flick. Eat as much as you can, but don't give yourself cotton mouth, bro. That shit sucks. And yeah, I hope all y'all enjoyed this video.